There's no doubt that Mark Harmon's Special Agent Leroy Gibbs in NCIS served as the foundation of the show, both on-screen and off-screen. As influential and crucial as he is to the show, we can't help but be put off by some of the things he's done throughout the series. For today's episode, we're sharing with you the list of Gibbs moments everyone hated. So, NCIS fans claim that these are the episodes that made them hate Gibbs. NCIS viewers have faithfully tuned in for each new episode thanks to Mark Harmon's portrayal of Agent Gibbs over the years. Even the most beloved TV program characters of fans, however, occasionally exhibit flaws, which lead viewers to wonder whether they should still appreciate the character at all. Even Gibbs has experienced times that have drawn criticism from the show's devoted audience. These are only a few instances of how Gibbs appeared to be the most unlikable character in the show during these episodes. For starters, fans didn't like his lack of sympathy during Season 5's Dog Tags episode. Dog Tags, the 5th episode of Season 3 of the show, is one that many fans found to be particularly memorable. In the aforementioned episode, a German Shepherd attacks McGee. One fan criticized Gibbs's conduct on Reddit, noting that McGee might have been killed by the dog in question, and that Gibbs, Tony, and Ziva never once seemed to care about Tony's health. The dog was ultimately shot in self-defense, and it appeared that everyone involved, including Gibbs, regarded the victim as though he hadn't been in danger. The fan claimed that McGee should just blow up because the men who were supposed to be his friends and teammates didn't care about him. Another instance fans loathed Gibbs in the series is when he kept one too many secrets during Season 6. A commanding officer may occasionally withhold information from their squad for personal gain. However, from a distance, this may appear to be a straightforward and annoying communication problem. One Reddit commenter remembers the episode when Gibbs hid information about the sting operation during the Season 6 Lee storyline, which led to Tony and Ziva's injuries. They believed that the operation would have been successful if Gibbs had simply been honest with his crew. Another supporter said Gibbs was correct in this circumstance, and that if they had complied with his instructions, everyone would have been safe. The less they knew, the better. However, the episode still painted Gibbs in a poor light, and many viewers still find it difficult to accept his decisions when they unintentionally put members of his team in danger. Then, in Season 6's Last Man Standing, his actions and attitude only make him look mean and unhelpful. One of Gibbs's agents questioned him directly in the opening episode of Season 6 if he was under investigation, and Gibbs declined to give him a straight answer, which the agent subsequently called him out on. According to several fans, Gibbs came out as one of those co-workers you avoid talking to one-on-one until you absolutely have to, because he refuses to respond to a direct inquiry from a colleague at this particular time. Gibbs hasn't always pushed this trait too far. This is only one example. Another fan noted Gibbs never directly responds to inquiries, and that gives the impression that he's disrespectful. Even a TV character that is frequently praised like Gibbs is not perfect, but by doing this, NCIS can give its fictional world a little more authenticity. Even the most enduring persons have shortcomings. It can serve as the necessary reminder that even our idols are still merely humans at times. In Season 7, Gibbs also had one of the worst moments in NCIS history. Want to know what he did this time? Then tune in to find out more. Leroy Jethro Gibbs fails to put the rule of law before his personal feelings in episode 16 of NCIS Season 7. In the episode Mother's Day, Gibbs meets Joanne Fielding, Gina Rollins, who is the mother of his first wife. A Mexican drug gang murdered Joanne's daughter and grandchild years before the events of Mother's Day. After killing Pedro Hernandez, the drug dealer who had orchestrated the murders of his wife and child, Gibbs obtained his retribution. It turns out, though, that Gibbs wasn't the only one who was motivated to get retribution following the murders of his loved ones. It is revealed in Mother's Day that Joanne murdered a Navy captain who had ties to the drug cartel responsible for the deaths of her daughter and grandchild. She tells Gibbs that she has done so, but despite being aware that she has broken the law, Gibbs is unable to put his ex-mother-in-law in jail. Instead, by opting to forego certain required legal procedures, including reading Joanne her Miranda rights, Gibbs purposely botches her arrest and confession. He also arranges for Allison Hart, Raina Sofer, Joanne's attorney, to be informed of Gibbs's mistakes, prompting Hart to threaten legal action against Gibbs if he doesn't release Joanne, which Gibbs gladly complies. Gibbs disregards the law in favor of his own sympathies by allowing Joanne to go free. In legal and judicial affairs, public employees are expected to be able able to set their personal relationships aside. Gibbs's failure to do so in Mother's Day thus ranks as his worst moment in Season 7 of NCIS. But these weren't the only times fans got frustrated with Gibbs, since there are several instances when his character does questionable things. As a man of the law, he should know first and foremost that seeking revenge is not good. In the Ocean's 13 film, Saul warned Danny Ocean that seeking revenge never succeeds. Saul wasn't entirely wrong. Even though they can have long-term effects, revenge jobs can be effective. Now, let's take a look at Agent Gibbs, who pursued drug lord Pedro Hernandez for the wrong reasons when he did so. Hernandez was pursued by him for the deaths of his wife and daughter. The mark left by that murder on Gibbs's body determines how he will act for the duration of the episode. Since then, he has carried that remorse with him. There's also the fact that Gibbs takes things personally. Gibbs's rules, one of which is don't take a case personally, were one of the effects of the hit on Hernandez. He initially disobeyed the rule by pursuing Hernandez, which is why he put it in place in the first place. Gibbs is familiar with the challenge of moving past regret for something you took personally. You could also add to the list of nonsense things he did is when he kept secrets. Gibbs's rule regarding keeping secrets was broken as a result of the murder of Hernandez. The best way to keep a secret? Keep it to yourself. Second best? Tell one other person, if you must. There is no third best. He finally broke this rule out of regret for going after Hernandez instead of letting someone else handle it. The stress of a case and the sorrow when a case is comparable to the secret you are holding can even drive Agent Gibbs to break. Even if 30 years is a long time to keep a secret to yourself, he sobbed and informed his team and therapist. Since we already listed some of the moments we hated about Gibbs, we might as well discuss his character in general. According to fans, Mark Harmon's character follows a certain cliche narrative trope. Gibbs practically joins a pool of TV males who have become cliche, admit many NCIS viewers. His rigidity and stoicism are the results of childhood disappointments in the past, and this history sadly plays out in rather cliched manner. A lot of fans have something to say about Gibbs' relationship with his father. Those of you who have been watching NCIS are aware of the strained relationship between Gibbs and his father. Please keep in mind that Jackson Gibbs attended Shannon and Kelly's funeral with his new girlfriend, and Gibbs didn't like how quickly his father moved on. Gibbs frequently exhibits a grim and frigid demeanor as a result. The show then makes use of this fact to make the moment Gibbs opens up and becomes vulnerable, to everyone's complete astonishment, meaningful. Despite being a useful narrative device, many NCIS viewers contend that it was somewhat cliched and lazy. One fan describes the narrative theme in a debate about Agent Gibbs and his father online. According to the fan, Gibbs is embodying the cliche of the broken man who expresses emotion. It makes every time he opens up seems like a gut blow of emotions because it keeps him frigid and distant virtually constantly. Fans go on to say that because Gibbs is meant to be a man who has nothing more than his work and nothing to lose or gain personally, he cannot have a close relationship with his father. This serves as the foundation for Gibbs's changing identity, even though it evolves throughout time as his fellow agents turn into a dysfunctional family. Even another fan echoed this opinion and noted that Gibbs is shown to be a broken man, a man with little more than his work. That story might have been different if he and his father had a nice connection. In conclusion, NCIS has a lot of good things going for it, but many viewers don't think that maintaining one of the standard crime drama plot devices, even when it works to add drama and develop the character, is one of them. With that, we're wrapping today's video about Gibbs's moments that everyone hated. Thanks for watching today's video, and before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these. See you again next time, and thanks for watching.